Have you ever wondered how a company that started in a small garage became one of the most powerful businesses in human history? This is the incredible story of Amazon. Our story begins in the early 1990s, a time when the internet was still a strange and unfamiliar technology. Most people had never used it. The idea of buying products online seemed absurd to many. Shopping meant visiting physical stores, browsing shelves, and standing in long checkout lines. But one man saw something different. That man was Jeff Bezos. Before founding Amazon, Bezos had a highly successful career on Wall Street. He worked at D.E. Shaw, one of the most prestigious investment firms in New York. He was intelligent, ambitious, and rapidly climbing the corporate ladder. By his early 30s, he had already become one of the company's youngest senior executives. From the outside, Bezos appeared to have the perfect life. He had a secure job, an impressive salary, and a bright future ahead of him. Then he discovered a statistic that changed everything. While researching internet trends, Bezos learned that internet usage was growing at an astonishing rate of more than 2,000% per year. He immediately realized that such explosive growth represented a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The question was simple. What could people buy online? Bezos considered many possibilities. He thought about music, software, office supplies, and numerous other products. Eventually, he chose books. Books offered several advantages. There were millions of titles available, far more than any traditional bookstore could stock. Books were relatively inexpensive, easy to ship, and customers did not need to physically inspect them before purchasing. Bezos became convinced that an online bookstore could succeed. However, turning this idea into reality required an enormous sacrifice. He would have to leave his comfortable Wall Street career. Many people would have considered such a decision reckless. But Bezos developed what he later called the regret minimization framework. He imagined himself at the age of 80 looking back on his life. He knew that he would regret never trying to participate in the internet revolution. And so, in 1994, Jeff Bezos resigned from his job. Together with his wife, Mackenzie, he packed his belongings into a car and drove across the United States to Seattle. During the long journey, Bezos worked on his business plan. The company was initially called Cadaver. However, Bezos soon changed the name because some people confused it with the word cadaver. He eventually selected the name Amazon. Inspired by the Amazon River, the largest river in the world, Bezos wanted his company to become the largest bookstore on Earth. Amazon began operations in a small garage in Bellevue, Washington. The early days were anything but glamorous. Employees worked long hours in cramped conditions. Desks were constructed from inexpensive wooden doors placed on simple supports. The team packed orders by hand and personally carried packages to shipping centers. In July 1995, Amazon officially launched its website. At first, only a few people knew about it, but orders soon began arriving from across the United States. Then orders started coming from other countries. Inside the office, a bell rang whenever a customer placed an order. Initially, Everyone celebrated each sale. Eventually, the bell had to be turned off because orders were arriving too frequently. Amazon was growing rapidly. Within 2 years, the company had expanded tremendously. In 1997, Amazon became a publicly traded company by listing shares on the stock market. Not everyone believed in Amazon's future. Many analysts argued that the company would never become profitable. Critics claimed that traditional bookstores would eventually defeat Amazon. But Jeff Bezos had a much larger vision. He did not want Amazon to remain simply an online bookstore. He wanted to create the world's largest online marketplace. Amazon gradually expanded into new categories. The company began selling music, movies, electronics, toys, and countless other products. Growth was impressive, but expansion required enormous spending. Amazon invested heavily in warehouses, technology, and logistics infrastructure. Then disaster struck. Around the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. Internet companies collapsed across the world. Stock prices plummeted. Investors lost confidence. Amazon's stock price fell dramatically. Many experts predicted the company's failure. Yet Amazon survived. Unlike many internet startups, Amazon had real customers, growing revenues, and a clear long-term strategy. Jeff Bezos remained focused on one principle above all else: customer obsession. Rather than concentrating solely on competitors, Amazon focused relentlessly on improving the customer experience. This philosophy shaped nearly every decision the company made. In 2005, Amazon introduced one of its most successful innovations, Amazon Prime. For an annual membership fee, customers received fast shipping and additional benefits. Many critics argued that the program would lose money. Instead, Prime became enormously successful. Customers loved the convenience of receiving products quickly. Prime fundamentally changed consumer expectations regarding delivery speed. Today, millions of people around the world subscribe to Amazon Prime. Another revolutionary development emerged from an unexpected area. To operate its rapidly growing online business, Amazon had built massive computing infrastructure. Company leaders realized that other organizations might also want access to computing resources without building expensive data centers themselves. In 2006, Amazon launched Amazon Web Services, commonly known as AWS. Initially, few people understood its significance. Today, AWS powers a significant portion of the Internet. Countless businesses, startups, governments, and major corporations rely on Amazon's cloud computing services. Ironically, AWS eventually became one of Amazon's most profitable divisions. Amazon continued diversifying. In 2007, the company introduced the Kindle electronic reader. Many people doubted that digital books would replace printed books. However, the Kindle transformed the publishing industry. Readers could instantly download books from anywhere in the world. Independent authors gained entirely new opportunities to publish their work. The Kindle became another major success. Amazon also entered the entertainment industry. Through Amazon Prime Video, the company began competing with streaming giants such as Netflix. Amazon invested billions of dollars producing original movies and television series. The company later expanded into artificial intelligence. In 2014, Amazon launched Alexa, a voice-controlled digital assistant. With simple voice commands, users could play music, ask questions, control smart home devices, and much more. Alexa quickly became a household name. Amazon's ambitions extended even further. In 2017, the company acquired Whole Foods Market for approximately $13.7 billion. This acquisition signaled Amazon's serious intentions within the grocery business. As Amazon expanded, criticism also increased. Some critics argued that the company had become too powerful. Others expressed concerns regarding warehouse working conditions and employee treatment. Governments around the world have investigated Amazon's business practices. Large corporations often attract intense scrutiny, and Amazon is no exception. Despite these controversies, Amazon's influence on global commerce remains undeniable. In 2021, Jeff Bezos stepped down as Chief Executive Officer. After leading Amazon for more than 25 years, he transitioned into the role of Executive Chairman. Andy Jassy, previously the head of Amazon Web Services, became the new CEO. Although leadership changed, Bezos' philosophy continues to shape the company. Today, Amazon delivers millions of packages every day. Its logistics network spans continents. Its cloud computing services support businesses worldwide. Its entertainment platforms compete with the largest media companies. And its products occupy millions of homes. Perhaps the most important lesson from Amazon's story is that extraordinary companies rarely emerge overnight. They are built through years of experimentation, persistence, innovation, and long-term thinking. From a modest garage startup to one of the world's most valuable companies, Amazon's journey stands as one of the most remarkable business stories ever told. And it all began with one simple idea: selling books online. And so, from a small garage startup to one of the most influential companies in history, Amazon's journey continues to shape the way the world shops, works, and lives. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the Profit Story, and turning on notifications so you never miss our next business documentary. What company should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, thank you for watching the Profit Story.